I know it's not as famous as Bitcoin, but this currency has entered the mainstream of digital currency news in the last few years and looks set to stay there. So here we're going to have a little look at what it is, where it came from, what makes it unique, and what the future holds for this relatively modest digital currency. The first thing to understand about Dash is that, like many digital currencies, it's an open source, peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. So far, so normal. This means that the currency is sent between buyer and seller with no middleman involved, and everyone can get involved if they want to. There are currently 8 million Dash coins in circulation, and the digital currency uses a generic Qt wallet like many other coins, except it uses built-in mixing functionality to hide transactions, making it a very anonymous currency to use, and that's kind of its USP. Where did it come from? It was initially released as Xcoin in January 2014. The creator and lead developer Evan Duffield changed the name to Darkcoin and then renamed it Dash, short for Digital Cash, in March 2015. And after the first 2 days of its release, Dash saw 1.9 million of its coins mined and initially suffered from some confusion about how the currency was going to be handled after Duffield suggested some changes to the way it should enter circulation. However, after a lot of back and forth contact with the mining community, Duffield finally decided to let the coin be distributed on digital currency exchanges like any other coin, yet initially at a very low price level. So what is so special about Dash? Because yeah, at first Dash does appear to be just another digital currency. However, the coin does feature some elements which make it quite unique. The first of these is that Dash, as the name suggests, is incredibly quick in terms of transactions, especially when compared to Bitcoin or even Ethereum. This is mainly due to something called masternode technology. I know it sounds confusing, but simply put, it's a decentralized network server which prioritizes instant individual transactions. And also Dash also has fairly cheap network fees, and because it is a dark coin, its use is completely anonymous. Then when you combine this with the fact it's a private entity set up by a core development team, this gives Dash high levels of security and obscurity. And finally, Dash operates a self-governing and self-funding model, which allows those in the Dash network to pay individuals and businesses to perform work, which in turn adds value to the network. Well, since it got over its initial hiccup stage at the launch, Dash has become a very popular and reasonably valuable digital currency. In 2017, the daily trade volume of Dash was estimated at around $100 million a day, and with the coin's limit, 19 million, not set to be met until 2300, there's definitely plenty of time for the digital currency to flourish. Dash does currently have a bit of competition in the form of a digital currency called Monero. However, Monero does have a few disadvantages when you compare it to Dash, as it tends to be more difficult to use and its use of stolen or hacked coins is something frowned upon. So Dash certainly seems to be a very stable coin and looks set to remain so. However, it probably won't soar in value like some other cryptocurrencies due to its moderate popularity, but perhaps you can change that. And remember, if there's any more coins you want to know about, this is the place to do it. We're often posting about new coins on our blog and break things down for you in a really easy to understand way. However, if you want to know more about a particular coin, definitely check out our online course where we break down what coins to invest in and which ones are on the up, and of course, which ones to avoid. And as always, keep coining.